Am I in focus? Would love it if I was in focus, because I don't know how to focus the camera. I will start filming in a sec, I just want to get rid of my sweaty hairline. Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So my video today is going to be an all about my hair video, and I'm going to be answering some of the questions that you guys left me on my last hair tutorial video, where I asked you to leave me questions for a hair based Q&A. And I wanted to do this because on all my videos I get so many questions about my hair, so I thought that I would just wrap it all up in one video and just answer all of the questions that you guys have left me. And from now on, if anyone leaves me a comment about my hair, I'll just be like, go watch my video. Also, quickly before I start, I just want to ask you all to check out my social media links down there in the description box. My Twitter's down there, my Instagram, my blog, my Pinterest and my Facebook and my Snapchat. So let's get on and have a look at the questions. So the shampoo and conditioner that I use at the moment is an Aussie shampoo and conditioner, and I've been using this consistently for about 3 months, I think. Because before then I would just use whatever my mum bought and put in the shower. I've never been too fussed. But then my mum started buying all like the L'Oreal Fibrology and like thickening shampoos, and I do not want a thickening shampoo. My hair is thick enough as it is. So I've started buying my own shampoo for the last few months, and the one that I've been using is the Aussie Luscious Long Shampoo, Conditioner, and also the deep treatment mask. And I've actually only just started using these ones. Before I was using the Aussie Miracle Shine shampoo and conditioner and the mask, but I just thought I'd give this a try because I've been using that for a while and it is really, really nice. It's a lovely smell and it makes my hair really soft and shiny, but I just fancied a change. Okay, so if you watch my 50 facts about me, you'll know that I basically just burped, so excuse me. Okay, so it's just about getting like really silky smooth hair, which I definitely think it does. My hair isn't too flyaway or frizzy, which is great, and I do probably think it's down to using a nice shampoo and conditioner like this one. And I always use a hair mask or a deep treatment every time I wash my hair, because you just leave it in for 3 minutes whilst you like shave your legs or cleanse your face or exfoliate, and it really makes a difference. Like now, whenever I don't use it and I only use conditioner, I can really feel the difference. My hair feels so much drier and just not as like silky and like velvety. So I would definitely recommend, if you don't already use one of these products, I think pretty much every brand does them now, like L'Oreal and John Frieda and Herbal Essences do really nice ones because they smell incredible. I would definitely say that you should start using them if you want like really silky, shiny, smooth hair. I used to always pick my split ends. It was my worst habit in school. Like, if I was in a lesson and I was bored, I would just sit there like finding the split ends and just like splitting them and picking them, and I loved it. I was addicted to doing it, and everyone told me that it was really, really bad, and I was like, well, no, it's not. But it probably is, because if you are splitting it, you're just making the hair thinner and weaker. I think the best thing to do to prevent split ends is just to get regular trims. If you are really prone to split ends, then it's probably an idea to not use too much heat on your hair. I think straightening your hair is the worst for split ends. When I was in school, I used to straighten my hair like every day, and my split ends were horrendous. Like my hair was so damaged. I don't think I've straightened my hair since school, so like 4 years. And if I want it straight, I'll just blow dry it straight, and I usually just like it curly anyway. And obviously like curlers aren't great for split ends, so I do have a few, but nowhere near as many as I did when I used to straighten my hair. So obviously the less heat that you can use, the better. Always use like a heat protector if you are prone to split ends. Maybe look into finding some products for damaged hair. I've never cut my hair short. I've always had long hair my whole life. I think the shortest I ever got my hair cut was probably to my shoulders. I never used to get my hair cut. I used to get my hair cut like once a year, so it would always be super long. If I leave my hair to dry naturally, like I can't really describe it. It's not straight, but it's not curly either. It's wavy, but not like nice wavy, like thick and bushy and shapeless, and I don't know, it doesn't look very nice naturally if you ask me. I don't know, I don't like leaving it naturally. I never really do. I blow dry it, or I leave it to dry naturally, and then I will go over it for like 5 minutes with a hairdryer just to get it nice and sleek and silky and shiny. And to prevent frizziness, I would just say like use the kind of products I showed you earlier, really nice conditioning, anti-frizz products. You can get loads of serums and stuff, and I do think they work. If ever my hair feels a bit frizzy, like from heat, I will just brush it and then take a serum or an oil and just run it through the ends, and it just kind of brings it all together and just makes it look much nicer. So yes. So I think the secret to long and healthy hair is definitely getting regular haircuts, and I know that sounds silly, but it's true. Once you do cut your hair, it just puts the like energy back into it, and it does grow much quicker. I'm lucky, my hair grows very quickly naturally, but I definitely think just taking good care of it, eating right. I know lots of people take supplements. I'm not sure they work. My mum took some supplements for her hair to grow longer, and I don't think they really worked. Avoid using heat on it when you can, always use a heat protector when you do. So the recommended like time to get your hair cut is every 6 weeks, but that's every month and a half, and I just find that too much. I think the best thing to do is ask your hairdresser to kind of look at your hair and ask them how often to go in. My hairdresser said that I should be going in every 3 months, so I'm well overdue. I got my hair cut in January, I think. I'm definitely due another trim. I used to get it cut like once or twice a year, and I just think that's crazy. It's so much nicer after it's been cut, and you can really tell the difference. So yeah, I'm really trying to make more of an effort and get it cut more often. So every 3 months, that's like 4 times a year. So this is probably the most asked question on all my videos about my hair, and it's if I'm a natural blonde. So the answer is yes, I am a natural blonde, but this isn't entirely natural. My natural hair colour is a kind of dark, dirty sort of blonde. It's very common. A lot of blondies out there will know that if you had really fair hair as a child, it does just gradually get darker as you get older. And when I was about 16, I just wasn't really happy with it. So I got some highlights done, and that's what I get done now. If you don't know what highlighting is, what they do, you can either have a full head, a half head, or a T-section. I usually go for a half head, and they literally just bleach tiny sections around your head, and it just gives your hair that kind of sun-kissed glow. And it gives your hair the same effect as if you are a natural blonde and you go on holiday and the sun bleaches your hair. So what I usually do is I get it done twice a year because I don't really need it that much. In the summer my hair goes really blonde by itself. And I get my hair done at Aveda in Covent Garden, and they're really good because they don't actually use bleach. They use a product that's similar to bleach, but it's more natural and it's less damaging. So I would never really want to use bleach on my hair. I would never just dye my hair with like a box from Boots. I think that's the worst thing you can do. It's so cheap and damaging for your hair. I think if you do want to go blonde, you absolutely have to go to the hairdressers and get it done and pay the money. My hair obviously isn't damaged whatsoever because I don't get it done very often. What I do get is really minimal. So my hair isn't damaged from it at all, luckily. But I know so many people that have gone blonde and their hair has just been wrecked afterwards. So I would advise, like, if you are going blonde, you just have to pay the money and go to a salon and get it done professionally. Don't go to Boots and buy a packet of blonde hair dye because the chances are it's not going to look like it does on the packet, and it will just really damage your hair and you'll regret it. So I don't always use heat protector on my hair. I know that I should, but I basically just always forget. But when I remember, I use the L'Oreal Elnet Satin Heat Protector Spray. So I use this when I remember, and you really should. Don't use me as an example. Go out and buy a heat protector and use it every time you use heat on your hair. So this is the question for all girls, and it's so annoying. I hate washing my hair. It's my biggest chore. I just feel like it takes so long. It takes so long to dry. I hate brushing it once I've washed it because it gets so knotty. So I try and avoid washing my hair at all costs, but I also just hate having greasy hair. It's the worst feeling in the world. In reality, I probably wash it every 3rd day. Sometimes I wash it every other day. I never ever wash it 2 days in a row unless like I've been swimming or something bad has happened to it. Unless I need to wash it because of something. It's definitely better to wash your hair as little as possible. The more you wash your hair, the quicker it gets greasy, because what happens is when you wash your hair, you're stripping your hair of the natural oils, which is what makes it greasy. But where you're taking them away, your body just wants to what's the word? Your body just wants to generate them again, because I guess they're supposed to be there. So what you're supposed to do is leave it for as long as possible between washes, so your hair gets used to not having to replace the oils and make it greasy. So I try and wash it as little as possible. It is hard because I just hate having greasy hair, it's the worst. But yeah, I wash mine about every 3 days, so like twice a week. When I get my hair cut at the salon, I always just ask for a trim. I never want too much length off. I ask them like how much do they think needs to be cut, like if the ends are damaged, and it's usually like no more than 2 inches. So that's how much I get cut off, and then I just ask them to put in some long layers. They give me some shape around the face, so the front bits are slightly shorter than the back, and they just thin it out slightly by just layering it so it's not so thick and bushy. I've never dyed my hair any other colour than blonde. I've always been blonde, and I think I always will be. I feel like it's just part of my identity, and I'm not saying that your hair colour like defines you, but I've always just been called like Blondie and Goldilocks and Rapunzel, and I just really like it and I wouldn't want to change that. I absolutely love brunette hair. Like sometimes I look at girls with brown hair and I'm just like, oh, it just looks so shiny and like, oh. And sometimes I think, oh, I'd really just like to see what it's like to have like dark hair. But I just wouldn't be me with dark hair. This is just how my hair has always been. I do like it, and I just wouldn't feel like me with anything else. So that's all of the questions. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and I answered everything that you wanted to know. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe by clicking on that little red button just underneath me. That would make me really, really happy. If you guys want to see what I get up to outside of YouTube, do follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I will leave all the links to all my social media down below in the description box, so you can see what I get up to when I'm not sat in my bedroom filming videos. Thank you for all your wonderful comments. I'm still trying to get around to answering them all. It's a lot harder now than it used to be because there are so many more, but I'm still trying to make an effort to get back to everyone, because I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to write lovely, kind things to me. I just think it's so wonderful of you guys, so thank you. Thank you for watching, and as always, I shall see you in my next video. Bye!